a high school basketball player who was referred to as a gorilla, and they made 8 noises while he played. These are the conditions that this young man has to perform under. Here's the video.
Number 3. You suck. Number 3's a gorilla, bitch. Number 3, you're a bitch.
I have the background to this story. You know, we've reported on multiple stories right here on Indisputable about black children who killed themselves because of racism inside of their school system. We have other stories where attempted suicide was the result. We don't want to see that happen, but remember, the school itself has a duty to not tolerate this kind of behavior. The students from Capitol High School in Olympia reportedly filmed the video themselves, and later they were bold enough to post it online, even tagging the same player that you just saw. The black player's father, Quay Steplight, reposted the video on Facebook on Tuesday. Steplight's son, Amari, plays basketball for River Ridge High School in Lacey, Washington. This is what the father told News Radio. There's this line drawn in the sand where it's like, as soon as you walk into the Olympia School District, specifically at these sporting events, they have these fans that they get very ugly with their words, very racially driven. Some of the friends who are my age who went to that high school, a lot of them are saying, well, I left the high school because of this stuff. I didn't do sports because of this. So there's a long history. You know, we've said many times here, the issue is the culture of the institution, not what you've written down in policy. Culture eats policy alive any day of the week. Cairo News Radio also reported that it had received a bunch of emails from parents about this same school. Parents of athletes of color reported similar incidents to last week's game, with fans at Olympia School District high schools regularly yelling racist insults to members of rival teams, the station reported. One mom said that when she tried to alert adults at the school during the game, she was brushed off. Others reported videos circulating with racist slurs. A student driving around with a Confederate flag hanging out of his car, and even a situation where Capitol High School students chased down and ran a car of black students from another school off the road after the game. Now, I want to remind you of the video you just saw. That young man was simply playing basketball for a school that has a culture adversarial to his skin color, to his being, to his existence. He's inside of that culture every day. We want to make sure he knows that he's supported here and beyond. There are many people that support that young man. He needs to feel that support. But here's something that you will miss if you don't look carefully. Did you see the referee eject the fan? Did you see the referee stop the game and say, hey, get the hell out of here? No, and according to parents, they never do. They could, but they don't. The Olympia School District issued a statement saying, and I quote, has no tolerance for racism. Really. Adding that the school, that the students involved in the video are being disciplined for privacy. The district did not disclose the students' identities, how many were involved, and what their punishment would be. The station reported, let's put up a picture of the superintendent. That's the superintendent, he's the guy in charge. Buck stops with him. Patrick Murphy, all right, that's Mr. Patrick Murphy. Patrick Murphy, according to the parents, he's in charge of a racist ass school system. That's what the parents are saying. He should probably listen up. Senator, thoughts?
Yeah, Doc, racist and anti-black.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta put this finer point on it. And if I were the superintendent, heads would roll, the principal, everybody, teachers, mandatory, because not only the referee, as you point out, but were there were there people who work for the school district in that gym that day? Because I would have went over there to them and they would have been injected out of there. Again, this is another example, systemic racism, and also the point that the most insidious virus we have is racism and anti-Blackness, and that just because somebody is younger, born, Generation Z, Generation X, whatever, is no guarantee that they won't pick up the traits of racism. So as we're trying to combat racism and anti-Blackness, we have to make sure that younger generations are not picking up these bad habits. It is obvious that they are. And Doc, I agree with you. We are on the side of that athlete, that young man, and also his parents and the community that is trying to fight against this. This is a case where the school district can't simply put out a statement, Doc. They got to show us, because telling in this case does not work.
Yeah, they got to do some soul searching and implementation of a new strategy moving forward to root out that culture that exists.